Any comments on the previous meeting minutes? Safety, security, or adjacent project issues? Anything come up? Everything good?
Everything.
Excellent, excellent. If you could just run through work performed over the last 30 days.
Sure. Got the electrical, plumbing, and mechanical in and under installed at the Joe Beat Valve Electrical Building, and then poured that slab. Got the flow meter vault at East Middleton, installed the interior effluent and bypass piping around through it. Continued backfilling at East Middleton. Back at Joe Beat, I guess you all concrete curb wall.
That's correct.
As well. Wilkerson completed their on-site influent line at Joe Pede, began laying the influent line towards the existing Joe Pede station. Completed the on-site water line, mobilized for the combined force main at West Middleton.
Okay.
Yeah.
It happened yesterday. I did this Friday, yes.
Okay.
Had some pressure testing as well.
Okay, great. Good. Any comments on last 30 days? If not, next 30 days.
That first item happened a couple days ago, so disregard that.
Okay.
Curb walls poured. We'll start the masonry for the valve electrical building. Work on the force main piping in the Joe Pete yard, set the flow meter piping and set the flow meter vault. In the electrical in and under and install duct banks at East Middleton, finish the yard piping installation and backfill at East Middleton. Wilkerson will work on the combined force main down West Middleton and the East Middleton force main from the transition piece. All while we sort out the electrical pole guy wire issue.
Excellent. That's a good segue. Yeah, so for coordination items, I guess with regards to those electrical poles on Joe Pede, we have had discussions with it's Wake Electric, right?
Yes.
And they have given us, I can't remember what it is. They've given us, it's plans for how we're going to work past those. Is that correct?
When they were on site, they proposed kind of two options for looking at those poles, and they are currently in further. So we followed up with them earlier in the week. They know it's in their court. They're looking at it, and they're going to get us a response on that. So it's in their hands, and they're working on it.
Okay. And yeah, basically, what is it? One of the poles is kind of in the way, and then the other one, it's just the guy wires on them, or the anchor. I think.
Yeah, something of that respect. One of the poles is in the way of the force main, and then the other one has conflicts with the guy wires. Correct. Okay. Yep.
All right. But Corey, I guess you guys are now have picked up and are now fully over on Middleton, yep. East and West. Okay. Okay. And yeah, one of the things you're doing is you're coming up out of the East Middleton lift station, going up the access road up to the cul-de-sac, correct? So we just need to make sure we're coordinated with SGWASA in case they need to get access down there. I don't know if it's with steel plates or if you guys are going to be backfilling at the end of the day. Or...
Yeah, so I think we should talk about that just to make sure that we're all on board and that you all are comfortable with what the plan sequencing is. I know Josh, you and I spoke this morning. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, sure.
Kind of discuss what the plan was.
So what we had planned on doing there, we had talked with Wilkerson, and the idea in that area is just to dig, lay, and bury one stick at a time through your driveway. So we should never have open more than 20 feet of ditch at any given moment as we're working the way down your gravel driveway. Now we have two big steel plates there in the event of an emergency that you guys got to get in there. You're talking. And if we have a full excavation open, we've got several hundred tons of stone on standby as well. So if you guys come in there and say, hey, we got an emergency in 30 minutes or less, you've got full open access. But what we are going to try to maintain continuously is pickup truck access for you guys to service or whatever you guys have to do. So we'll make sure there's a lane open at all times. Now, we may have to move a piece of equipment out of your way for your truck to come in or something of that nature, maybe holding a pipe, but we can move out of your way within minutes or less.
Okay, we just wanted to ensure that at all times we could get through there and do not have to set a plate.
You got it.
Yeah, we're very aware that that comes first. Your access comes first. We get that.
And then
But Corey, I think couple, 3 days.
Yeah, I was gonna say by this time next week, it's ideally a non-issue, so.
That's right.
What?
I said this will be water behind us.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna sandbag over there, I think, say 3 or 4 days. And I'm thinking, you're gonna be mad when it goes past 2, right? Isn't that right, Chris?
We'll get through there in
Friday work hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think for my crew, we don't like to work late night.
Sure.
We would prefer it to work. Just to mitigate any kind of Friday night.
Gotcha.
With a hit pipe or something. I understand that getting back to work, we just don't. And this may be outside of that, which is fine.
Gotcha.
I think the big concern would be probably the weather coming this week.
There was some intermittent rain.
Yeah, it looks like
Thursday,
Thursday
Friday,
through Sunday.
When do you start going to start late? I know you're potholing now and we've got a subject to sort out about where that line's going to be. But assuming that we figure that out quick, you're potholing now, right?
Yeah.
When will you be ready to start?
Be ready to start laying through there starting tomorrow.
You'll be done in day Thursday with the luck. I don't mean with the line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get out of their access road. Maybe into Friday at the.
Possibility, the actual location of the existing force mains.
And we've talked with Logan and that's going to be a subject here. But
Yep.
Have y'all done the survey there? Or that section? And we provided those.
Yeah, we have the as-built for the existing lift station and force main, which we can provide to you guys, but it sounds like
It
you're
sounds like
locating.
you've got a pretty good idea where
Right.
all the existing stuff is at this point.
Right. We've located the existing force main, at the pump station. They're currently in the process of locating the force main on the other end of the drive so we can make that, make that connection, see that line between the two and see if it conflicts with our new force main location.
But that leads into the subject we've got here. The line was thought to be on the east side of the access road, and it's on the west side.
Yep.
And that's creating
Yes.
a conflict with the new,
Yep.
with the new line. And it's something we'll overcome pretty quick, but we got to come up with a way around that because the line is on the wrong side of the road.
Okay.
Can you give us another set of as-built that shows it on the other side of the road? That'll solve our problem.
Oh, you guys already dug it up once.
That's
Yeah.
At the beginning of construction,
Yeah.
so unfortunately it's there.
And to your point, they are potholing. They're being very selective, working with the inspection folks to figure out where to make sure we don't hit the electrical line,
Mhm.
which is over there on the east side and the existing force main and all that.
And just, everyone has everyone's contact information, should anything be needed.
I believe they were.
Okay.
One issue.
That's right.
We do have our contact.
We do.
Perfect.
And kind of while we're on the subject of a little bit of work, I mean, just kind of a discussion. I know we kind of understand about the notification for weekend work and that kind of stuff, but Scott, Chris, Joel, if they do want to be like at the new Joe Pete site, if it's like some catch up work, cleanup work, is there, like, obviously we want to run stuff by SGWASA, but if they're just there, just doing kind of maintenance stuff on site at Joe Pete, is that something we need to clear with you guys, or are you okay with them, you know?
We've been doing it.
Yeah, that's,
For what it's worth.
I mean, it's kind of a question. It's like,
Permission,
you know,
forgiveness.
yeah, they need to get permission to do work, you know, outside of normal hours. But I mean, is like some of this maintenance just, you know, again,
So if
Tight.
you're gonna be setting up in the right of way,
Mhm.
things like that, we would like. to
Yeah.
say, yes, please do it, just for the communication goal. I went past Joe Pete last weekend, or it's you maintaining equipment inside the fence, whatever you're doing on those days. Don't worry, just make sure the mud isn't out the street or something. Like that, if there's something that comes out.
okay.
We're flexible, and I know that we've been pretty stringent on the number of days advance notice, but if you get a weather change and you want to try to get 24 to 36 hours notice, just let us know.
Sure.
Just feed it in, we'll work with you.
As long as we've been inside the fence, Greg and Josh are working it out. I mean, we're not burying pipe where he can't see it on Saturday and things like that. We're not making concrete pours unless he
Right.
knows it. Things like that. It's, as far as I know, it's working great.
That's correct.
And, you know, I mean, it's like, if they're actually gonna do quote work,
Mhm.
you know, then you should know it now. But if they're not doing work, you know, if they're doing maintenance or moving stuff around, you know.
Get it, understand it.
East Middleton is same story or a little bit different given proximity to homes. And
Give us the advance notice.
Okay.
As quickly as you can, day or two out. We try to respond quickly.
We've
And watch the weather as well, so.
Yeah.
Other than the original issue, we have really no big complaints. Now, Pandora's box is getting ready to open.
Mhm.
That's Katie is shortly.
Yeah. Okay,
So we've done some, Chris has done some footwork.
okay.
Hopefully, we can get through there without any major hiccups.
And speaking of that, so detours, road closures, now that you guys are getting out onto the roads, you know, we did get DOT to confirm that the traffic control plans that were submitted are acceptable. I know, Corey, you guys gave us something slightly different for one of the road closures. I think unless we want to go back to what was on the submitted, is that right, Logan? I can't remember where we landed on that.
there was just the one, so Tim with you all had passed that along. I think you're on the email as well. It largely matched what the TMP showed, except for the one crossing at East Lion Station. So that was the only one, and you should have the email on that.
Yeah, and I shared that with, yeah.
Okay.
We sent it
Mhm.
over. It's on some paper. But I'll reach back.
Okay, and yeah, and we've got the 2 week look aheads that we're getting in there, so we want to make sure, you know, that we get as much notice of potential road closures in advance. SGWASA maintains the website, and we can get that up there and let folks know. You know, should somebody complain, I didn't know you're closing the road. Well, it's been posted for 2 weeks, that kind of thing. So, yeah, make sure you're working with Josh and Chris in terms of.
A lot of times on Sundays. We'll do our best.
Yep. Okay, yeah. Yep. Yeah, because I mean, I would say, you know, just given how things, you know, are, it's there is a chance if you get some late notice and say, hey, yeah, we're working quicker than we thought. We want to go ahead and close Joe P tomorrow. We kind of reserve the right to say, no, you can't. So, yeah, we just need to make sure that folks get the appropriate heads up before we go closing roads around here. Anything else on road closures or detours?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
We're good.
Other thing on the agenda, Davis Bacon payroll revisions. We did get some confirmation from Jason DWI that they are okay with using the building wage rates in addition to the heavy construction, which is good. But again, and I think you guys are aware of this, that if there is a job classification that is not on the building or
There's a couple we're still trying to have revised to
yeah.
match
Okay.
the item on there, so.
Okay.
It works. We don't have all those back yet.
Okay. Great. Anything else on coordination items? Just taking a look, schedule wise, things are looking good. Currently, critical path, everything looks good there.
Yeah, the VFDs are close to critical, so anything y'all can do to push those through, appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah, that was, I was gonna ask. So the VFDs are getting close to,
It's hard to say critical, we got no zero float on
right,
anything
right.
in the schedule.
What, just out of curiosity, do you know what the lead time is for a VFD these days?
7 months is what they're saying.
The last they told us was between 26 and 30 weeks.
Wow. Okay,
I'm hopeful they can improve on that, but I don't know.
Our intention is still, and if we get equipment, stuff to build with,
Mhm.
to by the end of the year, end of this year, 26, to be done as far as we can go.
right.
Including punch list and checking out things on the pump station, the things that can be checked out. You know, not startup ready because got no
Mhm.
flow. But Wes and I've been working, most of Wes, on some updates on the schedule because it's a good thing. We've inverted that schedule some. We planned on Wilkerson doing some of the gravity work later in the job, like crossing the driveway. Well, it's done.
Mhm.
We planned on them starting at the 90 at Joe P, laying down Joe P, run west, and then come back later and tie into the pump station to where we make a transition on the pump station side. Well, now we're going to come back and start at the right place, which is at the transition, then lay down, cross the road, and then go. So that's helpful. That's a good thing. It's going to save a month or so, but I feel pretty confident if we get the stuff by around the end of the year, we'll be ready. We'll be ready.
Okay.
And on the Wilkerson work, the original schedule they had was one crew, so it was sequential.
Yep.
And they're improving on that already, so that will make a difference.
Excellent, excellent. Pay applications, 8 and 9. Well, 9 I think has gone in. So yeah, 8 and 9 have gone in. You guys are getting payment, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Probably would have heard it if you hadn't been. So that's
Yeah,
good.
it's straightened back out now.
Okay. Change orders. I think we're just about ready to go ahead and start drafting change order number 2. We got one more thing internally that we're just checking, but we will get up with you on that. And I think the odor control air valve that's still out there, Logan.
It is.
Okay. I think everything else has been addressed. See anything else? Other business?
I know COR 11 is still somewhat up in the air, Bill.
Yeah.
You know, we can talk about that any other day.
Yeah,
Or
we'll
never
probably
again.
set up another quick call on that at some point. But yeah, I think it's just that, and then I think that's probably about the only one. But yeah, I'll touch base with you guys on that. I need to do a little bit more work on myself on that one, but
It's not holding up anything.
right. Hillary, Brian Knoll, anything from well, thanks for jumping on the call. Anything from USDA? Any
I don't
issues?
have anything.
Yeah, me neither.
All right, excellent. Any other business? Scott, Chris, Joel, you guys all good?
I think the things we're going to talk about, the routing of the water line and all that, we don't need to type every,
Okay.
not the water line, force main.
Force main.
Yeah,
Yep.
So
All set. All right. If there is nothing else, thank you all for attending. Have a good rest of the day.